Ukraine. Now, what is interesting is that the United States, which initially had said it was not able to confirm as to what had led to the sinking of Moskva, has now backed Ukraine's claims of Ukraine having hit the Russian warship with anti-cruise missiles. Pentagon Friday issued a statement stating that the Ukrainian forces did indeed hit the Russian warship with 2 Neptune missiles, causing it to catch fire and then sink in the Black Sea. The Press Secretary John Kirby asserted that the damage to the Russian warship will impact its capability, Russia's capability in carrying out the war in the near future. He also said that Moscow could now change its approach after this incident.
They only have 3 in this class. It's a ship that is roughly 600 feet long. It has a crew of almost more than 400, almost 500 sailors on board. And it's basically designed for air defense. That's what this ship is designed to do, not unlike our own cruisers. So it's going to have an impact on their capabilities, certainly in the near term.
Meanwhile, Central Intelligence Agency's Director William Burns has said that the threat of Russia potentially using certain types of low-grade nuclear weapons should not be taken lightly. During an address recently, Burns spoke of the potential desperation and setbacks that are being faced by Russia and its President Vladimir Putin amidst the ongoing war, and how these setbacks could now make Russia reassess and shift the strategy it has employed in the war so far.
Given the potential desperation of President Putin and the Russian leadership, given the setbacks that they've faced so far militarily, none of us can take lightly the threat posed by a potential resort to tactical nuclear weapons or low-yield nuclear weapons.
Now remember, there is discrepancy as to the cause of what actually led to the sinking of this flagship Russian warship. While Ukraine claims that it was responsible for the sinking of this flagship warship of the Russians by shooting it with cruise missiles, the Neptune cruise missiles, Kremlin so far has insisted that the reason for the fire on the ship, which eventually resulted in its sinking, is because of ammunition that was stored on board the ship, which suddenly caught fire and triggered an explosion. Now, according to reports, parts of the Russian warship are now being towed to a port to assess the incident. Moscow, meanwhile, has warned Washington over military aid to Ukraine. In the latest, Russia has now formally protested the United States' ongoing shipment of weapons to Ukraine, sending a diplomatic note to the State Department warning of some unpredictable consequences. This comes as the United States has now said that it is preparing to send an additional $800 million worth of military aid to Ukraine. And our correspondent Susan Tehrani has been tracking the story very closely for us from New York and has sent us this report. Listen.